Hi everybody, I am Tammy Parker with Metro RV Center here in Billings, Montana. And today I'm going to show you the Arctic Fox 30.5 RD, which stands for rear den. This particular model is a brand new floor plan for Arctic Fox this year. And I also want to go through the reasons. Everyone always asks me why Arctic Fox is different than other brands out there in the market. So today you're going to get an extra special video that's going to show you the uniqueness of what Arctic Fox does and why they do it. A couple things that are unique to the outside of Arctic Fox is the fact that they use what they call diamond scaping, okay? So this is a pretty big piece of tin, which comes just regularly flat. And so when you get this on a trailer, so a lot of times you'll see that they'll be very thin and they'll kind of flap in the wind when people are driving down the road. With Northwood products, they actually call this diamond scaping. So they'll put these ridges in here for a reason. It gives it more structural integrity, gives it more support when you travel so that you don't get that flexing that the tin has. The other great thing on this is the mud flaps. They're the only company that puts mud flaps on their RV. You also have what they call roto-mount skirting. So this is a really thick, I call it like a Rubbermaid type material. It's very thick, it's very solid. It's already pre-drilled, so this isn't going to cold crack on you over time where you have to go and buy new ones, okay? This is a real good quality product here, so you won't have to worry about that. These also come with the Goodyear Endurance Range G tire, which is a heavy-duty tire for you to travel with. They're a Goodyear Endurance tire, so they're nice size, 16 inches on these. The other unique thing that Northwood does is an Arctic Fox is they put shock absorbers on all 4 tires. So each one has their own unique shock absorber that helps with drivability and support when you travel on gravel roads and being off-road. So you can take these on the gravel and through ruts and things and not have to worry about that. This is a 16-gallon hot water heater that is standard on all Arctic Fox products in their 5th wheels. So it's 16 gallons, not 10, which is huge. You can kind of see from the side here on the interior how wide that is. So you've got lots of storage in this area. It has the double door split, which is huge in here. These are compression seals. So this is a good solid rubber material. It's meant to be able to slam the doors so that it gives it a nice tight seal. You don't get a bunch of dirt buildup in here over time. Also, Northwood provides you with, this is metal, not plastic. So these are heavy duty latches. They're called baggage slam latches. So you don't have to worry about them breaking under cold weather. Here's the other unique thing that Northwood does is they use 40-pound propane tanks, not 20s or 30s. That gives you a lot more propane to be able to burn in colder weather, and you don't have to fill them up as often. One last thing on this side, 1-inch thick doors. So this is a 2-inch thick wall with 1-inch thick doors that are insulated. Over in the front, Northwood products come with the diamond plate here on the front so that you don't have to worry about rock chips and road debris damaging your fiberglass. Remember I was telling you about how this is pre-wired for the generator? So this is the area where we would pop that out and you would place a vent here so that you can have airflow without having to open this up. This is where the 5500 Onan generator would go. It's all pre-wired, as you can see over in the right-hand corner, which gives you a lot more availability if you ever decided that you wanted to put one of those in, okay? More right pin box, give you a lot more support for traveling. You won't have as much bucking and chucking when it comes down to pulling this unit. Also is designed now with these huge cutouts, corner cutouts, so that you can haul this with a 6.5-foot short box pickup, okay? Recommend definitely a 1-ton diesel for this. I'll go through the weight here in just a minute. The other unique thing that Northwood does is on all of their slides, they use these rain gutters, okay? No other company puts rain gutters on their slide outs, which is pretty incredible. Okay, that takes the water away from the unit. Here's your fold-out tray for the batteries. You can kind of see I've put this one here, but it slides out so you don't knuckle bust yourself. The other side again of the storage, and then this has on the one-touch remote auto leveling system that helps you put auto leveling up and down so you aren't doing it by hand. Here's your docking station. Comes with your winterization valves for your water bypass and winterization. Real simple to operate this unit. You can bring the water up through the floor and put it up here so that you can lock this up and know that no one's going to mess around with your water if you're away. And then here's the other great thing that Northwood does. I've never heard anybody complain about this before. This is your automatic roll-up 50 amp rail cord. If you've ever had to fight one of these in cold weather, it's not fun. So Northwood understands that, has its own reel up now. Pretty cool, huh? So again, I want to point out that these are just unique things that Arctic Fox has done with their campers. One thing I really want people to know is how thick these seals are. This is another really thick, bulby seal. It's very hard to get my hand in there, as you can feel it. It's very tight. And again, rain gutters. If you look back and look in here, you're not going to see carpet, okay? That means that it's very solid, it's very secure, and very sealed for those colder temperatures. You've got a bulb seal here on the outside and another bulb seal here. So when this is slid in, you're not going to have all the dust and debris and all that stuff floating around inside your camper. So they really have thought of a lot of sealing systems and a lot of things, even like the rain gutter here on their side. These steps that they use are gas strut assisted steps, so they're very, very light, very easy. Don't have to worry about them coming down on your head. They're quite sturdy, and it also comes with this much larger handle. The doors on these are 30 inches wide, so you get a much wider stance in here, being able to bring groceries and laundry and things like that inside. Come on in. So Northwood has a really nice command center that they provide in their Arctic Foxes. You've got the ZAMP solar control on this particular model that it does have some solar on there. You can go up to 500 watts of solar on this particular controller if you want to add more to it. Right now you've got about 45 watts of solar on the roof, which again you can pigtail into other stuff. The light here, this is on a dimmer switch in your kitchen. You've got your control systems here for lots of things on the interior and exterior. And then your control panel for the generator is here. This particular one has been pre-wired to put a 5500 watt Onan generator in this unit. You can hit this button, it automatically will fire up from the inside. You want to use a 5500 Onan LP, which is propane ran generator in this unit. That's something that Northwood has provided you in the command center area. So this is the 30.5 RD. This particular table does swivel around. You can see that it's kind of in an odd place right now, but this table does flip around to give you a U-shaped dinette, and you can also make this into a bed. The other thing that's very unique to Northwood products is how they do their slides. So this slide seal on this unit, if you want to come around to the corner, you can feel this. This is a unique seal that Northwood does. You can see how squishy it is, okay? And this particular seal actually slams up against this interior wall. I want to show you how the slide seal on this bulb seal smashes up against the interior wall to give you that big thick seal that Northwood does. See how tight that fit? Most companies don't do that interior seal that's that thick, which is, again, unique to Northwood. A couple other things Northwood does is over here on the floor is most people don't realize that to be a unit for winter camping, you need to have some insulation around you. So Northwood knows that. I always pull up the carpet in all of our RVs, and I want to show you, this is R15 flex foil. Can you see this right here? This is actually it's actually just not a piece of tin foil. It's actually got some bubbles in there that gives you R15 flex foil for insulation on your slide out. Okay, so it's very unique to Northwood to have that. So the other thing Northwood does, or Arctic Fox does, is they use a wood attic space. This is a 5.5-inch crown attic space in the area up there, and they use two types of insulation. They use an R15 flex foil, which is what I just showed you on the ground here on the slide, and also R18 residential bat foam insulation. So just like we layer our clothes with cotton and wool, they're doing the same thing with the insulation up in the attic space, which is very unique to Northwood. Underneath here is the other great spot that Northwood does. It's what you can't see that makes Northwood products so much better than other products out there. Underneath this floor is the water system. Okay, so just give you an idea of how they do it. They build the base, they build a 12-inch I-beam frame out of steel. Then they build up that frame. They put 3.5 inches of insulation, pink insulation, in the underbelly of this tank, of this unit. Then they have about an inch air gap, and then they have the bottom of the freshwater, gray, and black water tanks. So there's a heat gap of about an inch. That heat from your furnace is pushing under those tanks to circulate that air around your tanks to help it from freezing. Okay, most companies will lay them flat onto the ground or flat onto the bottom of the camper, and then you have like a heat pad type system, or maybe one heat vent that is pushed underneath the underbelly. Northwood builds theirs so that they have an inch air gap. Each tank, your fresh, your gray, and your black, are going to have heat ducts that go under each tank to keep them warmer. The other nice thing is I have upgraded this unit with the ultra heat. This is your fresh, gray, and your black 12-volt heat pads. So if you're traveling down the road, you can turn these on and know that you're going to be able to heat your fresh gray and black tanks, and so help them. Plus, if you're sitting somewhere and it gets super cold. So those are unique items that Northwood does. The other nice thing is these come with the fireplace, so you have propane heat on this, and then you have the electric fireplace. So another factor that Northwood does is they insulate around the refrigerator cabinet. Some companies don't do that because it costs money for insulation, so they kind of just don't put it in there. These guys will actually insulate around the refrigerator cabinet to give you much more warmth in that area. Plus, it's quite a bit more efficient if you're running it on propane. You don't have to burn as much propane to keep it nice and cold. So a couple other great features that Northwood does for the Arctic Fox is up in the bathroom area. It's a real simple feature, but I want to point it out. So Northwood has this wonderful bathroom. You've got lots of space in the shower. The shower head does move to go up and down for taller or shorter folks. You've got a porcelain toilet. But the other nice thing is this button right here. So Northwood knows that you're going to be using these in the middle of the night. So they actually have an override water pump button that you can turn your water pump on if you forget to turn it on to be able to flush your toilet. So super neat feature. They listen to their customers and know that you can turn that water pump on when you need it. So the Arctic Fox, this particular unit in the 30.5 RD, does have the queen size bed in here. I ordered it that way so you could have the two nightstands on each side of the bed. You also have storage galore. So not only do you have that huge closet that you've seen, but you also have the storage here, 6 drawers in there, and also the underneath of the bed, which has what they call a European type box spring. That gives you a little bit more support, and it also has a safe underneath here, which is pretty great. You can kind of see that there. Northwood does supply you also with these cool chairs. So again, this is a queen size 60 by 80 true queen mattress. It's a true rest double pillow top, so it's a nice comfortable bed. You aren't going to have to go buy a brand new bed again if you don't want to. This comes with the fantastic vent fan that is here above your head here. It does have its own remote control. It will suck air in or suck air out. Or you can opt in for a second air conditioner in this area here. It's all pre-wired for second AC. This is also a great little storage compartment area on the 30.5 RD. It's nice and deep, so you can hang more stuff there. All right, let's go check it out from this angle. The closet here is incredible. It is lined with cedar, so that helps. And you can do a washer and dryer hookup over here in the corner. It is a all-in-one combo unit. Plus you have lots of storage there for shoes, purses, folding shirts, whatever you want to do there. So this is the angle that I'd like to show the features of the couch. This particular couch comes with heat and massage. Plus it has this little table that you can set here for your iPad or cell phone, or if you've got something hot there that you want to put your drink on or whatever. This does flip up for storage. It's quite large in there. You're talking about 15 inches by about 18 inches deep. It's pretty substantial when it comes down to storage. This is a Thomas Paine couch, so it is a higher quality couch. It's not just your regular RV couch materials, so you have it's quite a bit more comfortable. So thank you for taking the time to look at the Arctic Fox 30.5 RD, which is rear dining. Here at Metro RV, my name is Tammy Parker. You can get a hold of me at 406-259-2238 or just touch base over at metrorv.com. Thanks for checking in.